Alright, so I didn't make a video last night when the Blue Jays lost the first game of a 4-game set against Kansas City at home, 3-1, because I had called out for the team to sweep the hapless Kansas City Royals after sort of getting things back on track after that disastrous road trip. And I can't help but feel personally responsible for the outcome. I think I asked too much. My bad, guys. I'm sorry about that. It was such an obvious trap game. Of course the Blue Jays are going to utterly waste a great Kevin Gausman start again in the most feeble way possible, again, against thoroughly underwhelming competition. Again, that's happened enough times this year that I honestly should have known better, so that one's on me. But 3 out of 4, I guess, is still on the table, he said, hopefully. And it's still on the table after tonight's game. Blue Jays win 8-1 on the back of 7 splendiferous innings from Alek Manoah. This is his habit. This is his thing that he does. Finally gets to 10 pitching wins, if that's your bag. I mean, it's not really mine, but it looks nice. Double digits. That's fun. And padding his stats before the inevitable inning that he's going to pitch in the All-Star game, so people will look at his stats and be like, oh, Alek Manoah, he's pretty good. I mean, we know he's pretty good, but the world at large is going to know that he's pretty good, and that's pretty good. Plus, this game allowed Trevor Richards and Anthony Banda to, or Banda? I'm going with Banda. It's spelled like panda. It should rhyme with panda. It's panda. It's Banda. Anthony Banda. Anthony Panda forever. Anyway, it helped Trevor Richards and Anthony Panda to contribute in some way to an actual Blue Jays win. Like the little girl from the old Shake and Bake commercial going like, and I helped. That commercial's like from the 60s. No reason to make that reference, Dave. But the offense looked great. Teo in particular looked great. Matt Chapman looked absolutely great. Raimel Tapia, I think, had 3 hits too. So a lot of production up and down the lineup. Hitting with runners in scoring position, if you can imagine such a thing. This is what you're supposed to do against an inferior opponent. This is supposed to be where you exert your will and be like, yeah, we're better than you. We're going to win this game convincingly. And then we're going to do it again tomorrow, he said, hopefully. So, yeah, the order of the agenda is 2 more games here, 2 more wins here, pretty please, before we get to the All-Star game and really kind of take stock and see where we are. Hopefully during that period is where Ross Atkins will really start to hunker down and figure out what he can do to enhance the makeup of this team. Because when they win a game like this tonight, you're like, oh, they don't need anything. They're good. They're a really good team. And that's true to a point. But as we learned last year, these big margin of victory kind of wins are intoxicating. They make you feel like you're better than maybe you are. We have 90 games of experience to this point before this game to tell us who the Blue Jays really are. I don't think they're hiding of this. I don't think that this is a fluke. I don't think they've played really too far above or below their talent level. I think they played a little bit below their talent level, or certain players in particular have played below their talent level, but other guys have really stepped up, and that leads to an uneven team with some holes. And if we can fill those holes, I think then we're talking about it. But until then, it's really hard to believe that this team has what it takes, frankly. But whatever, we don't think about that till the All-Star break. Right now, it's 2 more wins against Kansas City, so let's get it. Max Castillo tomorrow in what would be Yusei Kikuchi's start if he hadn't gone down on the 15-day IL with a case of suckitude. And apparently waning confidence, apparently that's a thing now. I mean, I think any of us could have told you that just by watching the TV, but apparently that's a real thing that people are reporting on like it's news. I don't know, I think it's hilarious. He mostly just isn't very good, and maybe he just knows he's not very good, and yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to face big league hitters if I wasn't very good and knew it either, so I can sympathize, I relate. And then Jose Berrios to wrap up the first half schedule, first half, of course, because we played more than half the schedule, but you know what I mean. And he's been on a nice little roll lately. The last few starts have been really encouraging, and now he gets this watered-down version of an already terrible Kansas City Royals lineup to push around. So let's hope that those guys take care of business and the offense gives them a lot to work with, because historically, they might need a lot to work with. Anyway, that's it for me. Not a whole lot to say about this one because this is an as expected, and the fact that they have outscored the Royals 9-4 in the first 2 games and split the series is kind of hilariously emblematic of how the season's gone so far. So let's get the next 2 out of the way, and then we can get to the real complaining over the All-Star break. Joy, bliss, won't that be fun? Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching this channel. Like and subscribe, etc. I will see you tomorrow afternoon for Game 3 of this 4-game series. See you then.